invited to my latest streamer here, Mix and Master Contest of Volume 2 is launching today. So hit me up, guys. Know that you're watching. Yeah, we're gonna be starting in a few. This is one of my latest rhythms here that I built here. It's a nice hip hop kind of thing. So tune in, guys, cause we're live. Just waiting to get everything up and running here. We're going to be starting in a few, guys. Let me hit it up again here. All right, so we're going to be talking about using the tools, right? Using the tools, how to edit. Alright, welcome back to another Pristine Productions here, guys. And I'm your host, mixing engineer Andrew Rayburn here. Hit me up if you guys are online, and we can get started here, right? Hit me up, guys, if you're online. Let me know what's going on. Pristine Productions going live. And I'm going to leave up my screen here. Subscribers, Mix and Master Contest Volume 2 is officially starting today. So I'm just waiting for you guys to tune in. And we're going to be giving away a Waves Complete 2019. Some serious prizes giveaway, guys. So let me know if you guys are tuned in because we're live. Hit me up, guys, and we can get this thing started. That is the purpose of live stream. So all my people, all my fans out there, holla at your boy, let me know you're online watching here. As I say, I got 2 people. Give me a shout out, give me a chat. Just say, hey Ray, what's one you know we're watching, man. We're waiting for you to start this thing. And what you're hearing is actually the second prize, the Akai complete drum kit set, shooting out of contact. I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. So, welcome back. Pristine Productions here, live stream, and we're going to be talking about using the tools to edit here, right? So let's get down to it, and we're going to start. So if you take a look here, before I begin already, I'm just going to show you guys something real quick. Today is officially launching Subscribers Mix and Master Contest Volume 2. And we're aiming for 300 subscribers here. So congrats to the past winner of Volume 1. And you send your best mix song to this email right here. This is my email. Send that mix song there, which has to have a vocal in it. And once we hit 300 subscriber, that's when the contest ends. And I'm going to be naming the first and second prize winner. First prize winner here is going to get Waves Complete 2019, the entire bundle. So you can mix with power, blow your mind, Waves. Second prize winner is going to get the Akai Complete Drum Kit Contact Library. This is for Contact. And Contact Player version 6. So you're going to get away with the Contact 6, the latest one, and the Powerhouse Akai bundle. We have 3 Akai bundles included, which has some crazy drum kits. And this is what you're hearing right now. This is the Akai in action right here on this track here. All the drums here are from Akai. I'm going to show you what that looks like. There it is, MPC 2000 XL, and it's 3 bundles. Have the Drum X, MPC 2000, and MPC 5000. Akai MPC 2000 bundle, and this has a lot of those hit drum kits that you hear on Jay-Z album and all these great hip hop stars. So let's get down to it. So here's the tools, right? Since we're going to be talking about tools, up here in your Studio One, you have your range. Normally, you wanna have this area right here highlighted. This is like the universal tool, and the reason you want to do that is because this allows you to edit audio files, your audio tracks here. For example, if I highlight this cutter tool here, it's going to cut up the audio, right? It's obvious. But if I highlight the main range tool here, I can go right here and double click, and I can cut up the audio with one double click. and I can click on it. So that's the cut tool, and this is the eraser tool, which if you click on that, it'll delete the part there. This is the what you call paint tool. You want to use this if you want to, let's say, do some automation. Let's say you want to mute certain parts of the audio files, and then we have the mute tool, which it does. I can mute this entire block here. We have the bend tool, and we have the listen tool, which lets you listen to the different parts. And here is the audio bend as well, and the strip silence, and the quantize button. So let's jump right into it. So once you have your highlighted arrange tool here, all these three symbols are highlighted, right? So this is the audio. Let's use the vocal here. So here we go. So if I want to cut up the audio track here, I'm just going to rename this here, call it vocals. Let's say I want to cut right here. I'm going to double click. Studio One cuts the track. And it's a very easy tool. If I want to fade, I can click right here on this top left corner, and I can pull this down, and this is gonna fade the audio. So I'll play it back. And if I come to the middle here, I can adjust the fade. I can push it out, bring it back in right on the fly. So I can do some easy edits right there, right? I can do a more, I can Control Z to go back. I can also adjust the volume of the individual audio. So I can, this little middle square here, this little white middle square, go on it, highlight it, and pull it down. And here I can make it a little bit more quiet. And I can raise the volume as well. And it shows you how much dB you're adding and taking away. So that's how you cut audio and how you do fades. Now if you want to delete this black, you can either hit the delete or you can use the eraser tool here. And that's how you do that. Now let's move on. I'm not going to go to the split tool because of the universal tools. Let's move on to this right here. Let's talk about this paint tool. You use this to automate. You might say, what is automation? It's like animation. You know, you move objects around. Let's say you're using a software, After Effects or something. So to demonstrate automation with the paint tool here, it has square, which is going to create square lines. I'm going to leave it at square. I'm going to click on this little expand envelope button here, and here I have, let's say I want to automate some mute. So I'm going to go right about here, and I'm going to click and drag with this paint tool here, and if I go back on my regular tool, I can adjust where I want it to start. So let's play it, and it's going to automate. So you can create like an effect with your edits. And of course, I can go at the back here and if I want it, I can go back here on this paint tool here. Let's see if I can do a little bit more faster automation here. I'm gonna click, I'm gonna drag, maybe about there, play it back. And that's the, square. If I do the freehand here, I can click, drag, and I can pretty much freehand where I want certain parts to automate. So you can, normally I use a square. So that's what you can do with the paint tool. You can also do it for panning. I can automate the panning, so I can click here and I could draw the lines here. I can play, and it pans left and right real quick. That's what you can do with the paint tool. You can adjust. Let's say I wanted these to go left. I can bring it down right. Up here will be left, down here will be right. So you can experiment with that, guys. Same for volume. I can get the little paint tool here and I could adjust the volume up. Let's say I wanted let's say I wanted a certain part of the vocal to get louder, right? So let's say right about here. I can use the range tool here. I could click right here at a little dot and right here, and I can bring it up, hover, and it'll bring up the volume when you reach that point. Just like that. Ridiculously easy. So that's the paint tool. We talked about the mute. If you wanted to mute, part of the block. So let's talk about the bend tool here. If I select the bend tool, now that works in conjunction with the audio bend window. So when you select the bend tool allows you to speed up certain parts of the vocal and slow it down, right? So to do that, you want to make sure you go on audio bend as well, and you want to click on this little eye here, this little show or hide bend markers, because we're going to create markers here. So, and you can see time stretching mode here, Elastic Pro, similar to Pro Tools. So I'm going to create 3 markers here. I'm going to go down to, let's see, I'm going to go right down. I'm going to put a marker here. I'm going to put another one here and one more here. The reason why I'm doing 3 is, one is isolating the audio part. This one is sealing it off. It's like the back door, and this is the one that's we're going to adjust between these parameters here. So I simply hover over here and I pull it in and I play it back. So it slows down and speed up this part where the marker is. If I drag this part forward, it speeds up as well. If I want to slow it down, I can drag away, and here we have, and then you have that natural sound as well. So that is what the bend tool do. I'm gonna turn off the eyeball here. Let's see, strip silence. Strip silence looks for the part that is quiet and automatically deletes it. So it's a faster way to do your edit. So to do that, I'm go on. First, okay. We have this block right here. I know we chopped up this part, but here's a block with 2 of the vocals here. We have one here over the side. And then we have another one over this side here. So I want to get rid of the silent space in between because there's no audio recorded here. So I'm going to click on the block here and I'm going to click on strip silence. And here we can make some adjustments here. We can um, select noise floor, lots of silence. So I'm going to put lots of silence because there's a lot of silence in between here. And I'm going to click apply and check it out. Studio One deleted the middle information here. And it still kind of got rid of some of the vocal. Let's go on little bit silence. I'm going to hit apply and play this part. So you can make some adjustments. You can make some adjustments while you're editing, and you can adjust fading area, minimum length. That's what the strip silence does. Quantize is what it does. Let's say you have an instrument you're laying down, you want to quantize it, and check this out. Quantize actually quantize audio tracks as well by hitting the letter Q. It's gonna quantize the audio track. Yeah, yeah. If I can play, let's play some part here. So I'm going to quantize this part here by hitting Q. Let's see if it made any difference. It kind of smoothed out the vocals so it blends with the time. And so those are the tools. Those are the tools you want to typically use. I mostly use Chop Up with just double clicking that stuff and do some automation there. And the automation also works on the instrument, guys. So let's say I have this synthesizer right here, right? And let's say I wanted to do some automation on the synthesizer here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to, let's see here, I'm going to go to add tracks and I want to create an automation track. And this comes right below silent. And let's see here. Let's see. Right now I'm going to delete this here. Automation. I think there's an easier way how to do it. Okay. And we're going to go to add. And I'm going to choose the instrument. We're using the silent one. So I'm going to go to silent here. And I'm going to go down to silent audio. And let's say I want to adjust the mute here. So I'm going to select mute. I'm going to add that to the parameters list. And that's going to bring up the automation here. So I can get my little paint tool here. And I can paint right here. And I'll hit play. Let's see if I can speed this up. I'm gonna zoom in here. Let's see if I can do a better job here. Here we go. So you got a bit stutter effect here. Well, you get the idea. So, and just by hitting the letter A 2 times, you can bring up all the automation that is happening in your session there. So yeah, that's what I want to show you guys. Quick, short, and simple. And let's get back to let's get back to our live stream checkup. I want to say a shout out to Jerome Weaver from Milton, Florida. Hey, what's up, man? And like I was saying earlier, guys, today is the official start of subscribers mix and master contest volume 2, which I'll be giving away Waves Complete 2019, the full waves. I want to talk about, when I talk about the full waves, man, you're getting all the NLS stuff. You're getting the SSL compressor, the full entire wave bundle. Just send in your best mix song. If I can bring up the picture back here. Send your best mix song at andrewmusic33 at outlook.com. And when we hit at 300 subscribers, I'm going to be naming the winner. Second prize is going to get the Akai Complete Drum Kit, including Contact Player 6. So you're going to be getting the Akai bundle, which I'm using to construct this hip hop beat here. And this is how it looks. It's already mapped out. I have the claps here. Everything is there. And this is what I'm using to construct this rhythm here. All Akai stuff. Akai stuff are great, man. I love it. Let's see here. I have the hi-hats here. Even the sound that is coming from the synth is from the Akai. This sound right here. So right off the sound, this is the Abville drum kit. And check this out. 3 categories here, and you have a lot of drum kits here, man. Check that out. A lot of sounds, man. Crazy. That's a crazy giveaway, man. So that's what you're getting with the Waves Complete. And this Waves includes all the good stuff, man. All the nice plugins from Waves. You're going to get the R bass. You're going to get it all, man. So hit me up and subscribe. So this is Mad Stepper rhythm here. It'll be out soon. And this is more of that hip-hop bounce kind of thing, you know. A little bit more diverse hip-hop there for you. And there's a couple things some hip-hop producers don't know. That bass line is actually coming from Serum. If you take a sine wave, guys, you can turn it into 808. That is the secret. How to construct authentic 808s. You just need to make sure you're adjusting the filter. This sound here, I'm using the EQ. I'm rolling off the top end. That's what it sounds like first. And I made some adjustments as well, taking off the attack and that stuff, add a little bit of distortion as well. So that's what you can do when you're constructing hip-hop music. And then I have here's another kit here from Akai. I'm just using the kick and the snare combined with another kick and the Serum for the bass. And I'm already getting a punchy sound, you know. So shout out Jerome Weaver, and thanks for tuning in, guys. And remember to subscribe to my page. You want to take advantage. You guys want to make sure that you're taking advantage of the new subscribers Mix and Master Contest Volume 2. So you definitely have a chance to get waves complete, and you have a chance to win the Akai complete drum kit here. So can't go wrong. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna use this segment here. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know. DJ Geo Guardian, what's up, man? All is good? So this is a part where if you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask the producer, and I'll let you know what's going on. Yeah, Mad Stepper Rhythm, built by me and Akai. Hip hop vibes, man. This is like one of those Kerry Hilson kind of thing. Come on, bounce with it. Come on, bounce with it, girl. Let's see. DJ Geo Guardian. Okay, let's see. I use propeller head reason. Can never seem to get my rhythm sounding so big like yours. Loud, clear, loud, clean, and wide. Well, let me share with you, DJ Geo. If you want your mix to sound clean and wide, right? Like for example here. You gotta make sure that you're EQing right. Now it doesn't matter what software you're using. I'm sure pretty much Ableton, Fruit Loops, a lot of stuff you can get good clean mix. But you need to understand what is needed. You got to develop your ears. So, for example, I have the kick drum here from the Akai, and what you want to do is roll off a little bit of low end just to make sure you keep your mix tight and clean. You know, sometimes these samples already come wide, so you don't have to do much. But in case you need to get them a little bit wider, I'm going to show you a little trick here. I'm taking off a little bit of bottom end here, nothing special here. The hi-hats here, nothing special happening there. I'm just using SSL for a little bit of color. Make sure you pick sample that sounds great or close to it. Here's an example here of getting your mix wide. I have a snare here, and I'm sending it to the doubler bus, so I'm getting a little bit of chorus sound on the snare. And let me unsolo my reverb tracks here. I'm adding a little bit of snare, a little bit of reverb to the snare, and it's going through the doubler. Off. Let's bring it back. It makes the snare more pop and get a little bit wide. You got to make sure you're mixing wide. Don't rely on the master chain to say, oh, everything's going to get wide. You got to make the individual instruments wide. My 808 here from the Serum. Taking off a little bit of bottom end here, a little bit 80 here. Using a LNS here, I'm getting some analog console saturation here. If I turn this off, it sounds weird. So you want to inject some analog taste into this thing. Here I'm doing the same thing for the second Akai drum machine here. Sending it to the waves doubler. A little bit of reverb. A little bit of top end here because it's all vintage sound. I'm not high passing much, so I don't need to do that. Adding a little bit of 160. So this melody Bell keyboard here came from the Nexus 2. And that already sounded great, so I didn't have to do anything to that. Here I have a string section here from the wave station here. I'm sorry, that's the lead. All I'm doing with that to create a little bit of depth, adding some delays. Then I have the JV piano here. Adding a little bit of drive here from the NLS. And here I have some string section here with the NLS from the wave station. Off. On. So using some analog saturation, geo, helps get your mix popping. So that's how I get my stuff to pop, man. Ranford Bennett, another great one. Yeah, man, you know how it is. These videos are for the fans, for you all. So help me reach 300 subscribers, guys. You're welcome, DJ Geo. Let's see what Ranford Bennett. Need to get back. I need to get back those in-depth vocal processing. Yeah, that's true, man. Since you're online, Ranford, I'm gonna get to you shortly, Mr. Weaver. Ranford is talking about vocals here, so I have a sample here. Vocal processing is not too hard once you understand the dynamics. You know, first you analyze the vocal. Does the vocal sound too quiet? Does it have too much bass? So I need to take out the bass. Now let's say this is a singer, obviously, but it's a sample. So if I were to EQ this vocal here, I'm going to put up a clean EQ to make it easier for you guys. I like to use analog EQs, but I'm going to use a simple EQ here. What I would do, I would give it a little bit of top end here, like maybe go up around the 8K range here. Let's bring it back. Then you can hear the vocal a little bit more emotional. I'm going to bring up about 11K here. Let's see what we got. Let's boost it up a little bit more. I'm widening the Q. And I'm not going to do too much high pass. Let's say I want more body on the vocal. I would maybe mess around like 110. Let's see if we can salvage some body on this vocal here. And let's say we want the vocal to cut through a little bit more aggression here. I'll put something like the 1176 Blue Stripe. Slap it on it. And this compressor is going to add energy and presence. It's like I'm adding another EQ. Let's hear it in track here. Play it again. Off. On. So with a 1176 and a simple EQ, the vocal is processing just fine, and I can send it to the effects here, the doubler, to get a little bit of width. So yeah, man, that's how you can get your vocals nice and firm. So that's once for you, Randall. Let's get back here. Okay, Mr. Weaver. Let's see what you got for me here, Mr. Weaver. How is it the simple way to create melodies with a sample? Okay. Okay. To create melodies with a sample, how is it simple? What I normally do, for example, I normally, when I use a MIDI keyboard and I play these stuff, I literally play that from hand, and it depends on the genre that you're building. I wanted a nice Kerry Hilson kind of sound, something like a Leah kind of thing, you know, a nice little hip hop twerk kind of stuff. So I wanted some simple, pretty melodies here. So it's a plus that you know your keys. But let's say you have a sample. Let's take this piano for example, right? I have this piano here. Normally in hip hop music, you want to use like one bar to loop your performance. So I'm going to play like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it loops again. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're going to use a sample, Mr. Weaver, make sure you know what key is in. And then you can add more stuff to it. So if you know, like for example, this piano piece here is in the key of G minor. So I already know that if it's in G minor, I can find maybe some other samples in G minor. I know there are websites now which you can find. You can find different samples in different keys. So, you know, learn to identify your key. And if you don't know key, there are certain software you can use to find the key for you. So that's to answer your question, Mr. Weaver, my brother Jerome Weaver. That's how easy you can come up with these stuff. So yeah, DJ Ray, the producer, going live. Let me know if anybody got any more question here about producing, getting your rhythms out there. You want to impress Cardi B, you want to impress Nicki Minaj, you know, you want to impress Drake. These are the kind of sounds you need to get down and dirty with. Like I can picture Beyonce popping something on this, you know. She all dressed up in her high heels, have some dancers behind her, you know, bouncing to this rhythm here. Mad Stepper. That's the rhythm, man. Mad Stepper. Yeah. Yeah, guys, remember to spread the word that subscribers mix and master Mixing Master Contest Volume 2 kicks off today. I'm going to bring up the picture here. And we're giving away Waves Complete 2019 and the Akai Complete Drum Kit Contact Library and Contact Players 6. Once we hit 300 subscribers, send your best mix song, man. If you believe you got what it takes, send me that song. Mix and Master Contest Volume 2. You heard? Yeah, so is anybody had any more questions for me? I'm here. Open up live forum here. Cause I'm a showstopper. I'm the hip hop maker. Easy. And I want to thank you all for subscribing and supporting me. You know, I couldn't do it without you. You guys helped me get known. You know, so I want to help you guys as well. Yeah, I've been in this thing like for about almost 15 years now. DJ Geo, my email, I'm going to bring up the email. There's the email right there. andrewmusic33@outlook.com. I'm going to post this on YouTube as well so you can see. That's the email for you to send song if you want to win Waves Complete. And second prize is the Akai drum kit. Yeah, well, like I was saying, I've been doing this thing for about 15 years. You know, I started in a bedroom, and there was a time where I thought, man, I got the mix the best. I got it to sound the best I can, but when I hook it up and compare it with something like from Rihanna, it's like, ah, man. So spend a lot of time developing your ears, guys. Listen to these albums. Listen to Chris Brown stuff. Listen to Beyonce. Get used to that big fat sound in your ears so you know what you're going for when you're mixing. And then of course follow my videos because I learned from the pros. So I'm teaching it to you guys. One thing I can't teach you is how to develop your ear. You're gonna have to develop that on your own. You have to have that listening ear with you to get everything popping, you know. Yeah, so this is what you gotta do, man, if you want to impress these artists, because they're waiting for stuff that is sounding nice. They want to hear vocals wide. They want to hear that big reverb sound. Yeah, they want to hear that kick drum hit you in your chest. You know, so, and I'm really happy that when I hear my songs, I can line up with any artist from any part of the world. And my stuff is fat in your face. Yeah, so shout out to Ranford Bennett. Shout out to Jerome Weaver. Shout out to DJ Geo Guardian and all who are tuning in on this live forum here. And I'm gonna be hitting Florida soon next year, Weaver. So look out, Mr. Weaver. Look out for me. So if anybody else have any more question to ask, we're gonna be tuning out soon. I normally keep these streams kind of a little short because I don't want you guys to get bored. I'm going to be dropping a new rhythm today, by the way. I'm going to show you the artwork here. It's called Big Time Rhythm. It's going to be hitting YouTube right after I finish the stream. There it is. Big Time Rhythm. It's a nice bouncy dancehall. You know how it is. So look out for that one there. Well, if there's not any more questions, guys, I want to say thank you once more for tuning in on Pristine Production. You've been a great audience. And let's see, Ranford Bennett here is asking me, show the kick and the bass process before you go. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay, Brandford, this one's for you. So here's my kick drum. I'm using 2 kick drum, by the way, Ranford. I don't do this all the time, but it goes to taste. So I want to mention to you guys before I start that a lot of producers out there is going to be telling you this is how you sit certain elements in, this is how you do it. The mistake is they should be saying this is one of the ways you can try to do it, but that doesn't mean that applies to my mix. So there's no one formula. For example, vocals. I process vocals differently. Not the same every time. So in this case here, I'm using 2 kick. Here's the first kick, which is sounding pretty dope, pretty bouncy. I roll off a little bit low end there, about 40. And then the second kick drum from the Akai, I added that with a snare. And because I roll off the bottom end from the first kick, I didn't have to roll off the bottom end on the second kick. So when I bring in the second kick, check this out. It sounds more fat, more thick. And all my drums is coming out of the drum bus here. Here's the drum bus. So both kicks, Mr. Ranford, is coming out of the drum bus here. That's how I get it in your face. Now, I didn't have to add any low end because it's a kick sample from the Akai machine, so it's already fat. And that's how I get the music to be pumping, right? And remember that the kick drums are your pulse. You want to make sure the power goes in that thing, at least most of the time. So with that, I'm going to be tuning out. Remember, guys, to support the Mix and Master Contest Volume 2, which you have to break to win the Waves Complete and the Akai. So this is Andrew Rayburn. I'm tuning out, and I will catch you guys on another one.